you think LTA is going to be doing for this particular incident? Are you expecting like major punishment from them because of this incident?
I think I have to leave the LTA to make that comment. Regardless of whatever it is, I mean, as I said, our focus is to make sure we rectify this situation.
It's unrealistic to expect that no such incidents will happen again because increasingly our transport infrastructure is under stress. What would you say to commuters, in preparation for future possible incidents?
I think I would say what we know of. Number one, our team worked very, very hard to prevent incidents from happening. We have prevention maintenance. We have very regular maintenance, and we preempt maintenance. Okay, so we try very hard to make sure the trains are working. We spend no cost in buying the parts, in renewing the parts, in maintaining the system. That's the first thing. So we try our best not to have any breakdown. Okay, and we increase the standards very often. As we say, definitely we increase in accordance to the increase in mileage and everything else. But even beyond that, we look at how much more we can do. We compare and we look at what's the best policies and standards that manufacturers recommend, and we do more than that. We never do less than that. So this is first, I think, the thing that we can do. The second situation is that obviously if there's an incident, which inevitably in every system, there are such occasions that will happen. One day maybe this, another day maybe that. We want to make sure we recover as quickly as we can because it's the length of time. But only caveat is when we recover as quickly as we can, we will never recover with still a remaining risk to a passenger's safety. We must recover with full comfort that there is no safety risk. That is really very much in our domain capability that we. It's like something we really live for. Okay, so the recovery, everybody drops tools, goes there and do that. And I think this is the part which we've never done as well as we can always do better in. Is the part when we interface with the customer. We must be able to reach them more effectively, as we say, in how we speak to them, how we announce to them, and our people needs to understand that this hand-holding is extremely important. Rather than just go on the number 2 part, which is let's try and recover and forget about the customer. Definitely this cannot happen. They don't, they try, but we must do more. I think this is where we know that is an important area. And obviously the fourth thing, in every incident that we have, we must, and we do, a very detailed post-mortem, very, very honest post-mortem, and ensure that we learn seriously from that and it doesn't happen again. As I said, we don't. Incidents can happen, but certainly we don't want to repeat an incident, and we do our best to not have it happen. And so far, this is the kind of protocol that we take in case of any incident. As I say, I can really assure every commuter that we pull no plugs. We try our best, and I speak for every single one of us in SMRT, the 7,000 of us, that we are really, really serious about this, and we will continue to do so.
Have you given yourself a timeline for the review or the recovery stage? Have you given yourself a timeline to recover or to implement some new reviews or come up with?
Everything will go. It's many things, as you can see in this situation. It's A to Z. Everything will be looked at all the time, immediately and progressively. So you can't see day 1, day 2, but we will do all that is necessary simultaneously. Yeah. So there are some lower hanging fruits, we'll do it quickly. Some may be more technically difficult, then we might do it when it is possible.
There are more deeper, very deep new stations. Is that a concern as well for SMRT in terms of evacuation procedures or when incidents happen in those deeper stations?
Oh, there's no concern. I mean,
why?
I have personally walked through these tunnels and personally seen the evacuation.
Yeah.
There are stairs to bring people up, and of course you have to be more careful. I think that will be the case. But regardless, we will try our best not to do a tunnel walk, because this is really not very comfortable for people to do.
I understand so that you are reviewing SOPs as and when new possibilities come up. Are you also doing like future projections, scenarios? Like, for instance, to imagine something like this that has that.
We do it all the time.
On a yearly basis, we do war gaming.
They are called scenarios, right?
yeah.
Tabletop exercises.
Yeah, exercises.
We create many scenarios that we can imagine, and then we see how we can handle them.
Can you give us
Yes.
an idea of the regularity? You say all the time.
All the time is when like something happens, we look and we come up with KPIs and we look at it. But overall, definitely no less than once a year. We do a very complete review. In fact, I think much more than that.
Yeah.
I would think at least 3-4 times a year
Yeah.
is the least that we would do.
Because we also do component training. Components, that means we will train the different parts of the team. Okay? Yeah. So it's not just an entire exercise one exercise for the entire company, but we also do component training.
With regards to a lot of people are very angry with the message that was sent out to SMRT taxi drivers in view of.
Oh, that was a very bad mistake on our part, because at the call center we have templates. We have templates. So when something happens in different parts of the island, what we do is that we send out a message to advise our cab drivers, because we collaborate with them. Right? And in this instance, there is a message, there is a template for train disruption, so that we will give, for example, the sector that is affected and advise our cab drivers to go down there and help ease the congestion and pick up passengers. But yesterday, most unfortunately, they used the wrong template, and which was subsequently corrected. But that was really something that we wish had not happened.
So that template was normally for what?
The template, or template, for example, if there's a convention in the city centre, the convention in the city centre, and you know that at a certain time of the day, the convention will end, there will be several hundred people coming out, for example, then we will encourage our drivers to go there. That's what it means. So, for example, if you have a F1 race or you have the air show, then at the correct time we inform our people so that our drivers will go to those areas and pick up passengers, and we tell them. But we have a template. We have several templates, but we have one for service disruption. And that should have been the one that was sent out. But our supervisor at the call center sent out the wrong one, which was very embarrassing, and we're very apologetic for it. It should not have happened.
How would you expect the commuter or the public to believe what you're saying?
Sorry?
How would you expect the public to believe what you're saying, that there's a template for that and it's not exactly an accident?
Well, we are a good company, SMRT. I'm an honest man.
But with the rising fares and everything, it doesn't seem to be justified by the lapse of service that has been offered quite a number of times in recent months. And the message on the taxi clearly create an impression that SMRT is much more profit driven rather than serving, making sure that its services are.
Yeah, that's why I say that was very unfortunate, that incident, that one coming up. But we're all here, as our CEO has said, we're all here to do our very best. I'm no different from you. I'm doing a job and I'm here to serve Pu Heng Siang, my main. We're all here to serve people. And the system that we put out, for example, my family members use it, my relatives use it, my friends use it, you use it, and I use it. So we want to ensure that the system is good. Okay? And the people who listen to me and they watch the TV, they see me today, and they hear me say this, they will have to know that I'm Chee Kong and I'm an honest man. I'm here to say that was a mistake. And we're all here doing our very best to make sure that our services are good. And what happened was truly most unfortunate, and that's why we're very apologetic for it. And we make no excuses for it. We accept it, we say it should not have happened, and we have corrected it. We hope that it won't happen again.
There is a lot of furor online as you would have been talking. This question is from Ms. Saw. Do you think it's fair for SMRT staff to be receiving all these comments?
As a service company, we try our best all the time. We continue to engage our staff and inspire them to do their best. Customers have every right to make judgment, and that's very important. In fact, it is true very much their views that we also learn where we could do better. So I don't have any issue with that. But we continue to tell our staff what they have to deliver, their responsibility, and we continue to do our bit to inspire them to do better. They are very inspired in other ways because sometimes, as you know, in terms of compliments that we receive, actually recorded compliments in numbers terms, we actually receive a lot of feedback from our customers on a direct feedback basis, whether it's through mail, through whatever, and we inevitably obtain many more times compliments for our particular styles than actually complaints about them. And we have to, the staff understand that in the service industry, they still do their best, regardless of what it is. And where they have failed, definitely we have to counsel them and improve the service. I mean, there is only one way is to get better at this.
Is morale very low?
I know that people are very hardworking, they are very committed. I think they love their job, they love the trains. Like I said, we at the drop of a hat yesterday, 300 people turn up in a company when they're not working. So that must be people who really understand their motivation in SMRT. Okay? Thanks.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks.